Hi there, this is Solitary Ronin from Solitary Ronin Films, and welcome to another Through My Letterbox video. Again, this is just some random films that I have accumulated over the last couple days. I have kind of sorted them into random and then a criterion, some Arrow, some Eureka, and some Shameless DVD and Blu-rays. So let us start with The Red Balloon and White Mane, which I have never seen. I know these are on Criterion, but this is on the network label, and Amazon.co.uk are currently doing network Blu-rays for £2.99 and £3.99 in pounds sterling. So for example, I picked up Ransom with Sean Connery and Ian McShane, which is an interesting little film. Sean Connery plays a Swedish security officer who, strangely enough, has a Scottish twang, but never mind. So that was £2.99 on Blu-ray. Victim with Dirk Bogarde is available for like £3.99, and I got this for £3.99. So if you're interested in some British films at ridiculously low prices from the 60s and 70s, I would recommend swinging by Amazon.co.uk and checking them out, because you can get some nice little films for ridiculous prices. The next one is DVD, and it's Haxan. This is Witchcraft Through the Ages, a nice little Danish film from 1922. He said, quite looking at the cover. And this has an actual Witchcraft Through the Ages documentary of 76 minutes from 1968. Which is narrated by William S. Burroughs, which is quite fascinating. He of Naked Lunch fame and other. I don't think this is available on Blu-ray, but I could be wrong. It is on Criterion, but I'm not sure whether it's Criterion Blu-ray. This is the Tartan video DVD release. And the next one is Nanochka, which is an upgrade for me from DVD. This is a great little film. This is actually a Spanish Blu-ray disc release, Region B. But yeah, looking forward to seeing the transfer, because it is a great wee film. Greta Garbo's fantastic in it. And the next one is another one I picked up cheaply, I Sell the Dead, which is supposed to be a nice little grave robbing film. I think I just happened to see a kind of small review on it on YouTube. I can't remember what the channel was that I actually saw it on. But I thought I'd check it out, and again I managed to pick it up for under £5 sterling. So that's I Sell the Dead. Please let me know if you've seen these films and what you thought of them. So the next one is the Criterion pickup, which is House of Games, David Mamet's fantastic debut. I will be doing a top 10 David Mamet quite soon. This is spy number 399 on Criterion. Now I did have this on a regular DVD, but I wanted to get it on Criterion, and the fact that it actually has a commentary by David Mamet and Ricky Jay, and it's also got new interviews with Lindsay Krause and Joe Mantegna, and it's also got a behind the scenes documentary, like the shooting of it. My DVD copy had no extras whatsoever, so I'm very happy to actually get this Criterion edition. And again, it has a booklet, which is part of the screenplay, and I do love hearing Mamet because he's just such a smart guy. Hopefully you watched my recent review of Oleana, which is another great film. But House of Games and Homicide really need Blu-ray upgrades. I'm sure I mentioned Homicide in one of my 10 films that deserve a Blu-ray upgrade, because that's probably my favourite Mamet, not to spoil my top 10 or anything. But House of Games is just a fantastic film, and again it starts Mamet's kind of film catalogue of identity and things not appearing as they seem, which kind of runs through his entire filmography really. That's certainly one of his themes. So this is a very nice Criterion DVD, because sadly there's no Blu-ray yet. I say yet because I'm ever hopeful, because Mamet certainly deserves some Blu-ray stuff. So we'll move on to a couple of arrows. Yes, if you've watched my other Through the Letterbox, you would think I've got no more arrows to collect, because I have accumulated quite a few in the last couple of months. This is Mario Bava's $5 for an August Moon. In typical Arrow style. This is a DVD and Blu-ray edition with a nice booklet. And this has, let me see, an audio commentary by Tim Lucas. A documentary actually hosted by Mark Kermode, featuring interviews with Joe Dante, John Carpenter and Tim Burton, which will certainly be interesting to watch. And again, reversible sleeve and all good stuff. So can't wait to watch that one. And it's got a lovely short title as well. And the next one is Sisters, Brian De Palma. Another De Palma that I've never actually seen before. I have recently picked up Blowout in the Fury on Arrow, and this is another one. Bizarrely, I don't have Carrie on Arrow. Yeah. So this has a video essay. It's got new interviews with co-writers, actresses, the editor, the unit manager. You don't see too many interviews with unit managers from films. Sadly, no commentary on this, but looking forward to seeing it. So I've went from only having like a couple of De Palmas to quite a few De Palmas in a short period of time. So that's the arrows. So I picked up a second sight kind of special edition box set of The Colour of Pomegranates, and this is a 2-disc which also contains Para Hanoff, who I probably mispronounced, his short film Kiev Frescoes, which again I've mispronounced. It has, there's the disc, or the discs, sorry, and then it has this lovely book. And again, I know this is on Criterion, but I'm not sure Criterion has, as I cleverly flick through the book very quickly so you can't see anything, I'm not sure Criterion has a book of this magnitude. So I just thought I would pick this up. Again, the Criterion I think is only a Region A Blu-ray, and this is a really nice box by Second Sight, because I recently picked up the similar box set for The Changeling with George C. Scott, but this is a really nice set of The Colour of Pomegranates. Looking forward to seeing that again on the big screen. And then we've got 3 Eureka Masters of Cinemas. Again, I've picked up a shed load of these recently, but this is West Front 1918 and Camera the Shaft, which I've probably mispronounced. So these are two films with G.W. Pabst, who's kind of forgotten with F.W. Murnau and Fritz Lang. It's kind of the third big German to come out of silent cinema and go to Hollywood. So this is both films, introductions, and a 44-page booklet, as you'd expect with Eureka Masters of Cinema. And this is spine numbers 170 and 171. And the next one is two more Fritz Lang silent films, because Fritz Lang, I've suddenly realised I do have a ton of Fritz Lang films without really realising. So he'll get added to the top 10 once I've actually watched them all. And this is Frau im Mond, or The Woman in the Moon, I believe. And this is spine number 91 on Eureka. And this is the Blu-ray and DVD. And obviously there's the discs and another nice Eureka booklet. Yeah, because Fritz Lang is one of the few filmmakers who did lots of silent work, that all his work has survived pretty much. A lot of them, most of their early films are gone, but Fritz Lang, I think most of his, if not all of his films, are actually still available, which is nothing but good news. So the next one is Spioni, that's probably not the pronunciation, or Spies, no guesses what this is about, and this is spine number 90 on Eureka. I do love the Eureka boxes and their nice shades of colour. And again, this is the DVD and Blu-ray edition. So looking forward to watching that. And the last bunch is Shameless Video, which I actually got from the Shameless website. This is The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward, sorry, and this is a Blu-ray. This is Sergio Martino, and it's another Edwig Fenech film, which you can't get enough of those little charmers. There's no booklet with Shameless. There's usually some okay extras, usually just interviews, don't really go in for commentaries, but I suppose some of these films are actually quite rare, and it's lucky we actually get to see them, or unlucky depending on your viewpoint. This is spine number 8 of their Blu-ray series, The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward. The next 4 are DVD onlys. This is Baba Yaga, the final cut. I have no idea what this is going to be like, so please let me know if you have seen it. And again, this is apparently the uncut version, 35 years later. Yeah, you can tell by the cover. And the next one is Contraband, which has a nice lenticular, I don't know whether you can see it, but this nice lenticular of some guy's brains getting blown out. You don't see that very often on a DVD cover, do you? I just thought I had to get it just for that. And this is Lucio Fulci. Again, I don't think this is available on Blu-ray, but please let me know if I'm wrong. And this is spine 43. Sorry, Baba Yaga, spine 19 for those spine hounds out there. Yeah, so another Fulci. Just what the world needs, another Fulci. This is spine number 45. This is the sister of Ursula, which claims to be the proto-porno giallo, which you should really get t-shirts printed of that. This is Enzo Milioni, who I'm not familiar with, but that looks like good fun and games. And finally, I just kind of had to get this because I've never really seen a release quite like this. This is the washing machine by everybody's friend Ruggero Deodato, and it's actually in the style of a washing machine. There's the control knobs and Ruggero Deodato's name, and it is actually in a tin box like a washing machine. I kind of just had to get it because I've never seen quite the presentation like that before. How can you resist that? Because it's literally like a washing machine. Yeah, I've never seen it before. Again, please let me know what you think if you have seen it before. But I certainly recommend to collectors to get this washing machine tin because it's fantastic. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any extras on this. They maybe spent all the money on the tin. Yeah, this is spine number 44. So that's my random little collection of what I have got through my letterbox in the last couple of days. So thanks very much for watching. I apologise if the video is a little bit too random. And this is Solitude saying, have a great day, and we'll hopefully see you again.